Hi guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and this reading's for the Geminis out there for October 28th through November 3rd. I just want to say thank you guys for your likes, your comments, and to all my new subscribers, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. If you would like a one-question email reading from me, I will have all the details in the description box below. And please keep in mind that these are general readings and not everything may resonate. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Gemini for October 28th through November 3rd. We have the King of Pentacles, y'all. So I feel like you guys are starting to see the fruits of your labor. You're starting to see things manifest. You're starting to see how all your hard work has paid off. And I feel like you're also been working on yourself. Like, what I mean by that is any self-limiting beliefs you have, and really telling yourself every day that you're worthy and not being scared of your greatness. Now, a lot of people may not realize this. You know, the fear of success is really real. And I speak from experience. You know, when you're so used to, lack and toxicity, and then when you get the chance to see your dreams start to come true, that's scary, because you always feel like, is somebody going to sabotage this for me, or is this going to get ripped under the rug from me? And I feel like you guys have worked with that to learn to trust the universe, and you're starting to see step by step that everything you've been working on is finally starting to manifest to the King of Pentacles position. And also, this man looks unbothered. You know, he's not focusing on who's doing what or what's over there. He's focusing on his own goals, his dreams, his legacy. You know, how can he place himself and those that he truly loves in a great position, and also to be a well-respected person. So no matter where you come from, no matter what you went through all the pain, what success story out there doesn't have a painful background to it, like a broken home or abuse or, foster cares or anything like that. When it comes to that success and it finally shows, that's why there's no such thing as an overnight success, really, because behind the scenes, that person has given and sacrificed. And I feel like that's what you did, Gemini, and it's starting to pay off, which is wonderful. And we have the Hermit. I feel this energy also stems from you finding yourself, spending more time alone. There's so many distractions in the world, people telling you what you should and shouldn't do, and who you should be, and what kind of job you should work at, or where you should live. It's always opinions and projections thrown on us every day, and sometimes we can truly get wrapped up in that. And I feel like since you've been in Hermit, Gemini, you truly got to see what does abundance mean to you. Finding your own light within yourself. Finding what happiness means to you. You know, not everybody's form of happiness and success is to have a Fortune 500 company. Some people are happy with a cabin in the woods away from everything and everybody. And in the world today, it's like if you want simple things, it's like it's a bad thing. Like you lazy, or why don't you want all the fancy cars and the jewels and the fast things, and you're just like, I just want to be happy. All that's going to come, which it has. I want to find my inner self of my own happiness, because I don't want to hide behind these things or these materials, and deep inside I still feel empty, as many other people do. We see this all the time on social media, where people portray what they want you to see, but not really the reality. And we have the Two of Wands here. You are focused. And I was talking about, where you're going towards, not the future, but in terms of the moments outside of now. Because, the future is not really set in stone because every decision we make today makes a difference tomorrow. I feel like you're looking at where you're at and seeing where you can go from this point. What other gifts do I have? What other, businesses that are in me that are waiting to come out? What are my creative things that it's just the world is waiting on? And I feel this reading so much because this is how I feel about my life. I don't really have a lot of Gemini in my chart. Only thing I have in Gemini is Mars. But at the same time, I still feel this reading because it took me to be in hermit mode, away from everything and everybody, and to really sit in isolation. And I still do because I'm much more focused. It's when I go back out into the world and then people, because they don't really know much about me anymore. I live a very secretive life, and it's no wonder why I'm more happy now. And then when people don't know what's going on with you, they can make a whole bunch of assumptions. But the main part is, it's like I know where I'm going, and that's how I feel. That's going on here with you too, Gemini. Like, it's like I know where I'm going. Rather you see that or not, that's not up to you. If you think that I'm on the wrong path, that's your opinion. You know what I mean? Because I sit with myself every day to sit with how I feel first. I'm not going to move just because people say move. I'm going to move when it feels good in my spirit. So let's see why they... Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords. And the Two of Pentacles. So this goes back to what I was saying. Holding on. This is what's helping you be grounded, Gemini. Holding on to your own truth. The Four of Pentacles is holding on to something too tight, but in this case, the truth that you're holding on to is very beneficial to you. Why? Because it's your truth. Everybody's truth is different, and you're finally accepting yours. And by you accepting who you are, shadow sides and all, you're starting to love yourself as a whole. And by you doing that, you're turning the wheels in your life. And look at that. That ship in the back is for you. You have been working on yourself, standing by your truth, being in hermit mode. And the things that you want is on the way to you. So let's see why the Hermit card is here. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. We have the King of Cups. So you're in big king energy, which is amazing. And Empress. This is so powerful. You're spending more time alone because you don't have time, like I said, to go back and forth with people. The petty drama, the gossip, the this, the that. You don't have time for that. You have separated yourself from those people, places, and things, and you have found serenity within yourself. And that is so powerful. You're recognizing that you're picking your battles wisely. My favorite thing to go by is I let some people win the battle, but I know I'm going to win the war. You know what I'm saying? I just sit back. It's like, let's say you're on a battlefield, right? And let's say the other side is just using all their ammo, right? They're just firing away. Then they run out. But because you saved and you strategized, you just obliterated them because they had no defense. It's kind of like that. It's like you let people dig their own grave. You're not entertaining it. You're not firing them back. If it's really not a life or death situation, you're not really fazed by it, which is here with the King of Cups, because you're holding your emotional stability. And it shows in the physical with the King of Pentacles here. You don't have time for the foolishness or people that's coming with the Knight of Swords energy. You're just going to ignore it. You're not going to let it get to you because you have become more solid within yourself. And you are knowing your creative power with the Empress here. The Empress, she sits in peace. She doesn't chase after anything and anybody. She appreciates where she is at the moment. And that's another thing, Gemini. You have learned to accept where you are in the now. Even if things are not ideal, it's like, you know what? I can only take it one day at a time. I'm going to keep creating. I'm going to keep learning. I'm going to keep finding ways to express my creativity or think of new ideas for my business or find out more psychic gifts I have. Anything that's in my arsenal, I want to find out about myself to really step into this Empress energy, which is beautiful. So let's see why the two of, okay, we have the World here. High Priestess. And we have the Seven of Swords reversed. So with this really goes hand in hand because with the High Priestess, like I was saying, with the psychic gifts, for example, right? You have changed a lot, Gemini. And with the World here, you're on path. You're right where you need to be. If you feel like, I feel like I'm so lost and I don't think I'm doing the right thing, this Venus here to say, that's a good thing. Because that means you're going into the unknown. And the unknown, that creates fear. You don't know where you're going to go. Like for me, when I lost my job, I didn't know I was going to be on YouTube. My original plan was to find some type of online business thing, which I was working on. And then somehow I found myself across tarot cards. And then in May 2018, I bought my first deck. And my readings started to come true. I started with people that was around me in my life first before I came here. So I learned about tarot like from May 2018, well April, because I had an app first before I actually had cards. And then in January, I started my channel officially. That was scary. I'm going into the unknown. Like, I don't know what I'm about to do. I hope, like there's so many things that come into your mind. But I'm so glad I did it because guess what? I was right where I needed to be. I closed that old cycle of the 3D jazz, the fast food worker me, the what my whole town knew me as is I've been there for 9 years since I was in high school. That's always what people associated me with was, that's the fast food girl, or oh, that's what she does, and this and this. I got tired of that because I started to feel like that's not me. My job is not me. That's why I love my channel, Jazz 1122. I don't have tarot. Why? Because I might want to expand myself and talk about different topics or add different things to my channel. I'm not just tarot, and I learned that from being at a workplace because I don't want to just be known as a tarot card reader. I'm many things. So that's why I'm Jazz 1122 because Jasmine is my name and 1122 is my birthday. You know what I'm saying? I want to be me. And I feel like Gemini, that's maybe you could relate to that. You're just ready to be yourself and close that cycle of what people thought you were. You may thought you were that, but you come to realize that you wasn't. That life didn't fulfill you, and now you're on your path. And you're learning to trust your intuition. High Priestess. Yes, you may be fearful on how things are going to go, but you're digging deep within yourself to trust that wherever you're going is going to lead you to where you're meant to be and not to deceive yourself. With the Seven of Swords reversed, it's to start to trust yourself and believe in yourself. Because when we first start tapping into our intuition, especially you've been told you've been crazy or you don't know what you're talking about, you don't learn how to trust yourself. And I say this from experience. But ironically, the same people would tell me later on that what I was picking up on was true, but they didn't want me to know that. So maybe you were onto a lot of things in life, but you was hitting so close to home that people had to deflect. And it's like gaslight you to cause you to feel like you don't know what's going on. So I feel like you're also recovering from that and tuning into your High Priestess to know what you're feeling is true and not to deceive yourself to believe that what you're feeling is not true. It's like, I know what I feel. I know I'm supposed to be where I am right now. Like, even though some things don't make sense, that's okay, because that's what following intuition is. You follow a feeling and you figure out the rest later. But you see how your intuition leads you to the King of Pentacles, Gemini. So I hope you guys appreciate this reading, and I catch you guys next week.